Good evening everyone. Apologies for the echoey sound. All will become clear very soon. This is going to be quite a different wild camp. It kind of blurs the lines between what is a wild camp and what isn't really, but we're going to call it a wild camp. I'm in a metal container, bird hide, in an undisclosed location on the Essex coast. Outside, the weather is awful. You may or may not know it is Storm Dennis at the moment, and we're forecast very, very strong winds up to about 60 mile an hour and some heavy rain as well. It's gone 6 o'clock. I'm joined by Mark from First Class Adventures. He's somewhere in the dark over there.
Somewhere you can't see me.
There you see a hand, there you go. So we planned this meet up. We planned to do like a little beach camp because we're, as I say, we're near the coast. We planned to do that. Here's the proof. I actually had bought my Van Gogh Helvellyn 2-person tent. Mark's got his Nature Hike Tagger one. You know, this is a bomb-proof tent. I planned on using this and camping on the beach not far away. It's basically an old shipping container. And the door's pretty loud. So we're basically, it's like being locked in a black box for I don't know how many hours, double figures, while we're sort of waiting out the storm. Until the morning really, but fear not, it's going to be fun. It's 2 men with dodgy beards, with some alcohol and food in a box for hours. It sounds like a Ryan Reynolds film or something. Anyway, what I'm planning on doing, the main thing with this video, is a ration pack review. I've opened it already, as I always do, because I get excited when I get them. So this one, you might be able to see, there we go. This is a Swedish 24-hour Arctic ration pack. So it's designed for cold weather. There is, you can see, 4,900 calories in this. Just shy of 5,000 calories. We've got the main things. For breakfast, we've got fruit muesli. For lunch, we've got pasta bolonaise. For dinner, we've got Indian chicken stew. Sorry, Mark, that's going to stink in here. We'll have to keep the hatches open all night, I think. And then for supper, which sounds more like a breakfast to me, we've got fruit muesli with strawberries. And there's all kinds of other snacks as well in there. I've divvied it all out into separate bags. I think that looks like one of the breakfasts, I think, in there. I'll go through it all in a minute. What else have we got? I think that could be lunch in that one. As if I didn't have enough already, I've added some more hot drinks, some hot chocolates and a tea, which I think Mark gave me as a present. Cheers. Wind's picking up. Go on, Dennis, blow you bastard. And yeah, and then we've got another breakfast or something. And finally, we've got, I think this is dinner. Yeah, Indian chicken stew. So we've got all of that. It's all dehydrated. So I've literally got the water supply of a small country with me. Probably about 4.5 litres, 2 ciders, a beer. Mark's got some beers and some whiskey as well. Don't know how long we're going to be able to stay here for, because you know we might have to get out early if anyone comes up here. So we're going to really see what happens. As far as cooking goes, a little bit dodgy I know, so we've got to keep it well ventilated next to the hatches. I've got loads of tin foil to put down. I've got, MEPS, Fire Dragon fuel, solid fuel tablets, no gas. So got to keep everything off the surfaces, of course. You know, to avoid, don't want to leave any burn marks or anything, so we're going to be sensible. We've already started a rubbish bag, so of course we're taking all our rubbish with us. This wasn't planned. We planned to camp on the beach or sort of further along the headland, but the weather was just awful. I mean, at least the tent will make a nice pillow. So yeah, that's it really. I cracked open a cider, which is the Caldelig. Can't see it, but it's a premium peach apricot cider, 4%. It's not bad. So cheers, everyone. Enough thinking. Let's get drinking. So this is our humble abode for the night. See, we've got this bench here. There's Mark, and I'm just going to really set my bivvy up down on the floor. It's a metal corrugated iron floor. I think Mark's planning on trying to sleep on this bench here. That's got some thin carpeting on it. It's not very wide though, but if he rolls off in the night, he's going to go one or two ways. He's going to go down the side there, or he's going to fall on me, which wouldn't be very nice. I don't know what your wife would say. Anyway, so yeah, that's the cooking area. There's the mountain ration bag. Look at that. That is going to produce a lot of rubbish. There's a lot of reports coming in about how bad the weather is outside. Candice is saying the weather's really bad. My mum's saying the weather's really bad. They're all saying we're absolutely mental for doing this. But you know, it's warm and dry. Let's crack on with looking at this ration bag. We've got a lot of food and drink to get through. Okay, I thought I'd read you a little bit more information on the outer packet. This is actually quite useful, this bag, because it's got measurements along the side of it as well, so you could collect water with this. It's a nice sturdy bag. So it's menu number 9, by the way, I forgot to mention that. So it's by this company called Out Meals, and the date of production was the 24th of the 10th 2018, best before the 21st of the 9th 2020, so it's well in date. Batch number, do you want to know that really? 43184109. You can go and track that now. The weight of the entire thing is 1,148 grams. So energy or calories in total 4,868. They've rounded it up to 4,900. Combined with our drinks as well, we're looking at over 5,000 calories here. It's like one of those like fitness cheat day, like, you know, mukbang or like eating challenges, but on a wild camp in a storm as well. I've cornered the market there. That's a niche subject. Anyway, yeah, we've got 173 grams of fat, 642 grams of carbohydrates, 53 grams of fibre, it's good for your shits, and 175 grams of protein, good for your gains. Excellent. So it's got Swedish and English on it, which is very helpful. I'm going to have lunch first and then dinner sort of later on, because it's still quite early. Lunch. This is what I deem to be lunch, by the way. It's not set in stone. So we've got, can you see this? We've got a chocolate recovery powder drink, so probably something like a protein powder drink. We've got some honey flavoured peanuts by the company's called Nut Walker. Love it. Anyway, we've got an Orifo drink. It's an Isotonic drinking powder with apple flavour. Interesting. The hot drinks mainly tend to be like fair trade Colombian freeze dried coffee in this ration pack. It does have a hot chocolate, and I'm having that for dinner. I added the sugar in because I don't like coffee, so I've bumped it up again. You get a disinfectant wipe or swab. Then the main meal is this dehydrated pasta Bolonaise outdoor meal, and it's by Bland, a Nordic food favourite, and it's really good quality packaging actually, very sturdy. You've got a gusset bottom, everyone loves a gusset bottom, and your instructions are on the back there in English and Swedish. Then we've got some biscuits, I'm guessing sort of like crackers there, and best of all we've got some nut cream, and that is actually what it's called, nut cream. Andy Kent Survival had some of this. I think it is, or it's like chocolate hazelnut spread, we'll soon see. And we've also got some farmhouse pate. How very civilised. So that is lunch. I'm going to prepare that now. I'm not going to show you that, I'm just going to eat it and show you it then. So enough yakking, let's get snacking. So I've made up this apple isotonic beverage drink. Smells nice. It's not bad, not overly strong. You know, it's not very tangy or anything, but it's nice. Yeah, that's about a 400ml mug. Happily drink that. It's not the strongest of flavours, but yeah, there is a flavour. It's not just like plain water or something. And then the honey nuts from Nut Walker, they're pretty good. The shells come off them a bit, but they're dry roasted. Well, a nice, you know, honey coating on them. So of course, all this stuff, it's high fat, high carbs, a lot of sugar in it. The protein's high. It's just designed just to keep your energy levels up and stuff, because it's designed for really cold climates, of course. So a lot more calories in it. Yeah, so far so good. Next thing, we'll look at the biscuits and our spreads. So this is our crackers, and they honestly look like bits of a Weetabix that's been left out on a roof in Nairobi for a week in a heat wave. They look pretty dreadful and really dry. They look very thirst provoking. Try a little bit on its own. It looks like sawdust and cardboard mixed together. They're not too bad to taste, but yeah, I definitely want the spread with them. So let's have a look at our nut cream first. No sniggering at the back. Mark, nearly sniggering. Mark's sniggering like a little kid in the back. It's alright. Let's crack out the nut cream. You can't stop. What is it? Let's see what. That looks like chocolate. Or is it peanut butter? Now chocolate. That tastes really good. That tastes really good. Right. Stick some of that on it. It looks like maybe sort of like nuts or crunchy bits in this chocolate spread. That's pretty good. That goes nicely with that. While we're here, we'll have a look at the farmhouse pate as well. Pork meat, pork liver, water, pork back fat, eggs, salt, onions, dextrose, starch, pea protein, food fibre, inactive dried yeast, thickeners, antioxidant, preservative. Excellent. Oh, it's got like a, you know, the initial pate smell and then like a chemical smell afterwards, an after smell. Oh. There we go. Right. Yeah, that's all right. It's not great, that pate, but I could eat it. It's only a little bit. It tastes very similar to the pates I've had before in ration packs. They're not the best, but they're all right. I'll get some water on the boil for the pasta Bolonaise. I'm looking forward to that. I'll open it up. It feels like you get quite a hefty portion in there. So yeah, you might be able to see this. Get the head torch on it. Yeah, there we go. Look at all that in there. You've got your fill line and stuff as well. So I've just made up the first of many fair trade Colombian freeze-dried coffees, I think it was. And of course I added the sugar, as I mentioned, and I've also added a whisper hot chocolate to that. So once it's cool enough to drink, I'll have that. I'm sure it's not going to be anything to write home about or anything earth-shattering, probably the same as most, you know, army mockers, as you call them, you know, hot chocolate and coffee thrown together. But let's have a look at the wet wipe. not very moist. It does smell of strong alcohol though, very strong. Oh, actually no, that is a wet one. Yeah, once you open it, oh, it's dripping a bit. Oh, fucking hell, that's strong. Smell that, Mark. Jesus. That you could get high off that.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's like a hospital kind of
hospital level.
strong.
Jesus. I mean, I know that's what they're for. It's not just a normal wet one. This is for like disinfecting wounds and stuff. God, that's strong. We've had to literally, excuse the pun, batten down one hatch because the wind was coming through and my stove wasn't working too well. I will point out again, my stove is off the surface, it's raised off the thing, and I've put loads of tin foil down under it, so we're not going to leave any burn marks. We're taking every step we can to make sure that we do not damage this hide in any way. As I say, it was unplanned. The wind you can probably hear is absolutely howling outside. I think the rain is coming later on tonight. Ooh. Mark's been doing his food, he's got a gas stove. What you got to eat?
Well, at the moment I'm just having carrot and coriander soup,
Healthy.
which is, I can't believe how nice that is, that's beautiful.
It's good, yeah?
And I've got meatballs and pasta for later on.
Oh, nice.
Looking forward to it.
Well, if you get hungry, I've got a little bit I can share with you.
Yeah,
I'm
cheers.
sure I can spare 1,000 calories, My water's boiled, brilliant. It's time for dinner. Or lunch, sorry, we're behind on lunch. Pasta Bolonaise. I've just made up this protein, well, I think it's a protein recovery drink. Chocolate. It's said to make it with cold water, 250 ml, so that's what I've done. So it just looks a bit normal. Mixed up alright, there's a few lumps in it and stuff as you expect with most of these, but it's alright. Quite a thin taste, although I think I made it with maybe a little bit too much water. The pasta Bolognese is, I've sort of mixed it up and stuff in here, and I filled it up to the fill line. There's a hell of a lot in there, there's so much. See there we go, the best angle I can get. There is loads in that, smells really good. There we are. That's bloody good, that. That's amazing. Really soft pasta. I mean, well, it's the first bit. There could be a couple of crunchy bits still in there, but that's good. That is really good. Although you usually find the food quality is better with the dehydrated stuff, as opposed to like the wet meals. They've got tons of preservatives in, and they're not as nice. Definitely, this is much better. Just to say, it takes quite a bit of water to rehydrate it though. Really strong flavours. Very nice, very hearty sort of meal that. I kind of wish I'd bought the tray now because you could see it a bit clearer, but I'm trying to sort of save a bit of weight as well. Saying that I bought a couple of bottles of cider, so yeah. That is amazing, you have to take my word for it. It's really, really good. We'll try a bit of this. It's good.
Is it?
It's really good.
Yeah, spoon as well. It's alright, I ain't got any viruses.
Oh yeah.
Just want you to know that.
I forgot all about that. I don't watch the news. Go on.
Oh my god.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, wow, that's better than an Italian meal. Wow. You didn't cook that yourself, did you?
No, straight up, seriously.
That's beautiful.
Amazing. There we go. Right, I'm going to tuck into this and see if my army mocker's cool enough to drink. Well, that's lovely, yeah. I mean, it is mainly Whisper hot chocolate, but the coffee, I can taste the coffee just in the background. That's quite nice. Finish off this cider and then we'll get back to you probably in an hour or so, and we'll crack on with the actual dinner this time. Welcome back everyone, it's nearly 10 PM. Me and Mark have been shooting the breeze for an hour or so. We've finished that recalling cider and it's time for the actual dinner from this ration pack. So once again, I've bagged it up separately. So starting off, our main meal is another high quality Blar Band, a Nordic food favourite, dehydrated meal. This one is Indian chicken stew. Shut the door, there's a draft. That's the first time you'll ever hear that mentioned on a wild camp. Anyway, we've got some chewing gum, some V6 Strength, sweet menthol, cocoa flavoured beverage powder, in other words a hot chocolate, excellent. We've got another wet wipe, moist towelette. We've got an Isotonic drinking powder, exotic flavour, cold drink. And last but certainly not least, we have an Orifo 85 gram chocolate cake, excellent. Without further ado, we're going to get the hot chocolate made. We're going to have our main meal, start preparing some water for that. I'm going to chew some gum while doing that, and I'm going to show you my next cider as well, which is this bad boy. It's an Angioletti craft Italian cider. This one's rosé, and it's 4%, so it looks very posh indeed. Made from 100% juice, no concentrate, artificial sweeteners, flavourings or colours. We'll crack that open in a little bit anyway. So enough yakking, let's get snacking.
Lucky can't settle, too windy, noisy. I'm binge watching Fibre Friends podcast and knitting my socks. She's happy.
Good, good. That's an outtake. While the water's boiling, on the Trangier stove, by the way, in case stove fanatics out there are wondering what stove is he using, it's that. So this is the exotic flavour isotonic drink. I thought let's have that first. There is like a film collecting on it, look, you can just see on the top there. Lovely. Not bad. Once again, not a very strong flavour. It's not really sharp, it's subtle-ish. Tastes refreshing. Out of the two though, they're about even Stevens for me because I like exotic flavoured drinks and I like apple flavoured drinks, so I couldn't really pick a winner out of the two, but yeah, that's that. Let's crack the chocolate cake open now, shall we? They come wrapped in like a parchment paper as well. And it's a really, really moist cake, this. Move a bit closer. I'll show you. It's not bad cake. There we go. Sort of like a giant brownie or like... You're going to have better chocolate cakes in life, but as far as ration packs goes, that's decent cake. That's not bad at all. Do you want to try a bit of this cake? Try that little corner.
That's nice, yeah.
It's alright.
Thank you.
That's what friends are for.
Well, it smells like chocolate cake. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's quite stodgy.
Yeah, yeah.
Quite stodgy.
Yeah, that's a shout. Yeah, it's true.
But yes, if you were like cold and you was on manoeuvres or something, you'd be grateful for that.
Yeah,
You bloody would, be.
definitely. I mean, you know, I think you're kind of expected to get crap food in ration packs, and they pull things like this out of the bag, and it's and like that pasta bolognese I had. It was incredible. Yeah. I just like how moist this cake is. It's amazing. The next thing will be the Indian chicken stew. That's going to be interesting. So it's about 10:15 now. Mark is tucking into his chicken, meatballs and pasta. Did it in a flameless ration heater. Is it good?
It's lovely. Nice chunks.
Nice. Can't beat nice chunks. Once again, tons of food in this. It's like probably enough for 2 people. Or one fat bastard, yeah. Look at that. So, not usually a massive fan of like Indian food and curries and stuff. I'm sort of slowly warming to them. So, I mean, chicken stew, I'm guessing it's kind of like chicken, rice and vegetables, isn't it really? That's it, yeah. Anyway, let's give it a try. Looks piping hot. It's not bad, it's sort of slightly sweet actually. Doesn't taste cheap. You know, it doesn't, there's no sort of like oils and stuff like seeping out of it. It does look the business. Which one do I prefer? Possibly the pasta bolonaise at the moment. I know I've only had one spoonful of this. Let's try another one. Wouldn't actively choose to have this as I'm, like I said, not really a massive curry eater, but if you gave me this and said, this is all we've got, I would eat it. You know, it's not bad. So, and it's better than some curries I've had, like the wet meal varieties. Very good indeed. Do you want to try with this, Mark? I know you've just eaten.
I eat anything.
Well,
I'll try anything once.
I bet you do. Dirty boy.
Oh, I'd have that more so than that.
Really? It's good quality, isn't it?
That is lovely.
It is.
I love that flavour, like you said.
Sort of sweet and sort of, I don't know. This is honestly, I could actually, I'm going to take a word back on this, I could actually eat this at home, like just as a normal dinner or take it to work with me. It's actually really good. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, I think they're about even Stevens, both of them. To be fair, the pasta bolognese and this is actually pretty good. There's really good flavours in it. So far, these ration packs they're incredible. The food's been really good in them. Not really had much acid reflux. I had a bit of sort of like hiccuping and burping earlier, and I don't know if that was like from some of the drinks. Could have been that recovery drink that was causing that. Sometimes they do that, but these meals, I don't think have given me any issues whatsoever. I've also got the hot chocolate, which is probably still really hot in here. It looks quite thin. It's not bad, it's got a very thin taste to it. Slightly watery. But it's still got a nice chocolate taste. It's fairly sweet. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not as good as the British Army hot chocolates. They are something else, but they've got so much stuff in them. You could probably run a marathon on one of those. They're incredible. Yeah, anyway, cheers everyone. I'm gonna tuck into this incredible meal, and I will bring you back when we're having the cider and supper. So it's about 11 PM now, and I finished dinner. That was so filling, that Indian chicken stew, that I had to give Mark some of it. There is literally enough in those meals probably to feed 2 people easily. I like to think I can eat a lot, and that was really filling. Very good food. Mark absolutely loved it. He ate it in about 5 minutes. So far we're really pleased. The meals, those Blah Band meals, we looked them up on the internet. They're really expensive, but they're good quality, so you know you're paying for quality. Would I consider buying any more? At that price, probably not. But if I ever got a ration pack with them in again, I'd be happy. They're good. We've got our cider that we've just cracked out, the Angioletti Craft Italian Cider, rosé flavour, 4%. Mark said it tastes like a wine. It's very posh, this one. Cheers everyone to a good wild camp. Thank you for watching so far, putting up with us. It has got like a wine-like quality to it. What would you give it out of 10?
7. 7.5.
7.5, yeah. I'd say, yeah, about 7.2. Not awful, but I've had better ciders. It's sort of high-end average, sort of, I'd say, yeah. You got like the standard ledge and the hatches all the way around. This bench. And then there's my setup there. So I've got Tyvek down, ground sheet, then silver foam mat, the OEX Bush Pro bivvy. Inside that I've got my Climate insulated static V sleeping pad. It's warm, it's comfy. I've got my little Quechua inflatable pillow up the back and stuff sack pillow, and then on top I'm just letting the bag loft up at the moment. I've got my OEX Helios EV down sleeping bag. It's a 3-season bag, and then that blue thing, that's the silk sleeping bag liner. Mark, I think, is going to try and sleep on the actual bench because it's got this thin carpet on it, and that's where we've been sitting. I've borrowed Candice's chair, which I've not really needed, but it's been nice every now and then. And then we've got the stove set up along here. Mark's got a little candle, which is on a lid, by the way, so it's not leaving a burn mark. Just want to clarify that, of course. I've rigged my other headlight up there, and that's throwing out a decent amount of light. I've got loads of batteries for it. Yeah, it's all good, and we've just left that hatch over there for some air. If we open these, the wind rushes through, and yeah, it's not so good. But I've been contacted by a subscriber named Chrissy, and I think she's from Hereford. Cheers for subscribing. Her and her son Ruben would like to wish Danny Kelly, who's also a subscriber, I think that's her partner, and I'm guessing Ruben is his son, I think she said. So Danny, happy 44th birthday, mate. Cheers for subscribing and watching the channel and stuff. Yeah, there you go. It's midnight now. Mark has set up his bivvy bag. There we go, you can just see it. He's got exactly the same bivvy as mine, the OEX Bush Pro. He's got a four season synthetic OEX bag. A little pillow in there, I see. He's got his non-slip mat. Hang on, I have to angle the camera down, hang on. Sorry. There we go, that's alright. Go on, there, non-slip mat there. It's basically what you put under a doormat, you know, to stop it moving about. Cheap and easy to get hold of, and it stops your bivvy or whatever from sliding around on your ground sheet or whatever, or in his case, stop him from falling off onto me. Oh! Anyway, I could make a rude joke about that, but I won't anyway. And then, what mat have you got in there? Is it Trekology, did you say?
Yeah, it was, yeah, Trekology mat.
Trekology.
Nothing special.
Mat. It's like one of those full-length inflating mats with all the little honeycomb shaped things on. Bit like my OEX Traverse mat that I had, yeah. It is time for supper. The wind's picked up again. Apparently the storm is going to get worse now, sort of overnight, and apparently we've got a ton of rain coming as well. I'm kind of looking forward to it because it's going to be kind of nice being inside a tin container, being rained on, with the wind battering us, knowing that we're safe and warm. The morning's going to be the most worrying thing, just in case we get caught in here, but you know, still. So supper, anyway, of this Arctic ration. So the main meal is like this dehydrated, there, it's a fruit muesli with strawberries, could be interesting. It requires 110 millilitre of water. It could be hot or cold. I'm going to have it hot anyway because I've been boiling water up. We've got some more nuts from Nut Walker, and these are roasted and salted peanuts. So I'll be sharing those with Mark. Another wet wipe. Good wet wipes actually. Oh yeah, they include a pack of tissues as well, which I've been doing like the washing up with. Then you get a protein bar, and this one is Orifo again. Protein bar, mint chocolate flavour with crisp. Could be interesting. You get some chewing gum again. You get this little boiled sweet, which is really sticky and annoying. It's green, so don't know what flavour it is. Acidue. Don't know what that is, but we'll see anyway. I'm gonna try it. Could be like maybe a multivitamin sweet or something, or no, indigestion sweet. I don't know. No idea. Anyway, then you get another fair trade Colombian freeze-dried coffee. Not ideal before you go to sleep, I know. Got some sugar that I added, which is fair trade as well. And I also added a Galaxy hot chocolate, because why not? So yeah, that is supper. Our third meal with sides. So yeah, this is a lot of food, which, so if I eat this before I go to sleep, it's going to then just leave me with the breakfast in the morning. It's quite a hefty breakfast. There's quite a few different bars and stuff in there, but that's fine. So that's alright then. Oh, it's been a proper marathon, this one. So just put the water in the fruit muesli with strawberries. I'm boiling up some more water for me hot drink. So we're going to have a look at this this protein bar, 35 gram sort of bar. So a little bit squash, but that's what it looks like. Oh, it's got a really nice mint smell to it. Oh, that's very chewy. There's a faint mint taste to it, and yeah, there's like some little crispy bits inside it as well. It's not bad though. It's like a very chewy and slightly crunchy after 8 mint, which is not bad because I don't mind them. That's quite nice, that. Very dense, a lot of chewing. I suppose you could possibly dunk it in your hot drink, it might soften it up a little bit. We'll have a look at our main. I think it's sort of rehydrating a bit. I might have put a bit too much water in this, but you can just about make it out. About there, yeah, about there. So, very milky, loads and loads. Oh shit, just dropped a bit on my leg. There's like loads and loads of fruit. You can see the bits of strawberries in it. It looks really good quality muesli, that. So just going to let it cool down a little bit. Let's try out this strange boiled sweet. I reckon it's probably going to be like lime flavour or something. It's so sticky, the packaging is like not coming away from it. What it is, I thought maybe it was like a multivitamin sweet, or maybe something to help, I don't know, settle your stomach or something if you're going to be eating this amount of food. I'm not sure. There we go. You only get the one, so I don't know what flavour that is. I think it's lime. It's tasty though. It's just a sticky boiled sweet. Acid dual on it, which that's why I thought maybe it's something to do with like stop acid reflux or something. I don't know, but it's alright, quite tasty. And so far, there's not really been anything I've completely disliked in this ration pack. It's all been pretty good stuff. We're gonna crack the nuts out next. So these are from Nut Walker again, which we don't get the name of that, but still. So they're roasted and salted peanuts. Oh, they smell good. Look at them in there. Oh, lovely jubbly. So of course I will be sharing my nuts with Mark. I mean, what do two bearded men, you know, do to kill time when you're sat in a metal container like 10 feet above the ground in a storm in the middle of nowhere? You share your nuts with each other, don't you? So there you go, go on. Yeah. Put some of my nuts in your hand.
I'm going to delve into your nuts.
Oh.
You know, I've got some nice nuts. Oh, lovely, what mouthful.
Seriously, we look like two Romans. If the Twitchers come in the morning, they'll just turn around and walk out. They'll be like, them two look like fucking weirdos. Like, they're so weird, they even look alike.
When I fall off my bed.
They just come in the morning, you've fallen off your bed and just like slept on me.
Because we'll be top and turning.
Yeah, that's alright then.
There's a number for that, by the way.
69, yeah.
Come on, get me a nut review.
Well, they're alright. It's just like normal salted and roasted nuts, really. I think out of the two, I preferred the honey roasted ones. Let's pour them out and share them. There we go.
That was nice, yeah.
Knock yourself out. Not literally. I've got to be thorough with it. I've got to have all the coffees. When I come out of here, I actually have put weight on. After time in the box. You know, after these like things like, you know, after being on the island with Bear Grylls, people lose their weight. I come out of the box, survival experiment, having gained weight. You know, 5,000 calorie ration pack. That's what you do. You just bring one of them along. Guaranteed to put weight on. The coffees have been good so far. I mean, I've not had them on their own, but they've not tasted too bitter when I've had them in the hot chocolate. So might try one on their own in the morning. I'm not sure. I think I've got another one. The moment of truth has come to try out this fruit muesli with strawberries. That's bloody good, that. This might be the best ration pack I've ever reviewed, I think. Like, there's not been a single bad meal in it so far. Do you want to try some of this? Try a spoonful.
You keep feeding me. You're a feeder.
I've spilt it down my jacket. Oh, go on, have a bit of that.
Oh, it's good in it.
Yeah, I did put quite a lot of water in it. You've got strawberries in that?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. See what this tastes like.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's been nice so far, the whole thing. Bloody hell.
It's good. Good.
That ain't been a bad ration you've had there at all.
It's bloody good, honestly.
Oh, that tastes nice.
Yeah.
Wow. You can taste the fruit in it.
Yeah, and it's really, once again, it's like not cheap tasting.
Wow.
It doesn't taste artificial. It tastes like
Real fruit.
real fruit, real muesli. I'd rather eat this than my normal bloody breakfast at home, I think. I might just try and stock up on a load of these. This is incredible. There's like no crunch. It's all soft and warm food. It's just brilliant. A variety of different fruits and flavours in it. I'm not sure what, to be honest. Actually, it's got the bloody ingredients in it. It just says fruits. Oh, apples, fruits, 9.7%, 56.5% apples, 29% plums, 14.5% strawberries. So per 100 gram, let's just go per 100 gram, it's 402 calories, 10 grams of fat, of which saturated 1, carbohydrates 63.6, of which sugar 26.9, 6.2 grams of fibre, and protein 17.9 grams. That's pretty good. Salt 0.3, and then 150 grams. Per 150 grams you're getting 26.9 grams of protein. That's a really good breakfast, supper. I'd have that for breakfast personally, but it's said to have it as supper. That's probably going to be all the food for tonight. So I'll sort of speak to you just before I go to sleep. Sorry, I've got it all in my beard. It's a nightmare having a beard and eating. Anyways, yeah, chat to you when we're about to go to sleep. Just in case you don't believe us, this is the container bird hide thing that we're in. Apologies for the wind noise, not got the microphone in. It probably won't do much good in this sort of weather. Storm Dennis is still having it, so yeah, got these steps going up to it. So it's 2 containers going up it. Whoa! Wind's really picked up. It's really windy. And we've got this door. It's the filming light. And here we are. Who goes there?
Friend or foe?
And there we are. Yeah, nice sturdy door. Wriggled quite easily into sleeping bag and bivvy bag now. Toasty and warm in here. It's pretty comfy even though I'm on a metal floor. Of course with sleeping mats. And it must be about 2 AM now. Me and Mark stayed up chatting quite a while and realised we better get some sleep because we've got to be up fairly early, so we're looking at I'm probably going to get about 5 and a bit hours sleep. I think he gets up even earlier than that, so not going to have a ton of sleep, but that's not too bad. I can always sleep tomorrow, so I've got the day off work tomorrow. Yes! Woo-hoo. Excellent. It's been a fun camp. Well, could we say this is a wild camp? We don't know what it is. It's just a random place to sleep.
Container camp.
Container camp, yeah. Container camp. It is an old container, yeah. So as you saw, yeah, it's been really interesting. Been really different. It's sort of a bit like a bothy. It reminds me of that in a weird way. Yeah, anyways, if nothing of importance happens overnight, I will speak to you in the morning. Say good night, Mark.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you in the morning. Morning all. It's just gone 7 AM. Mark's been up a little while answering the call of nature. And apparently, yeah, it's first light. Probably not going to get a sunrise though. And as you can probably hear, it's still really, really windy outside. We've not had any rain overnight. I think Mark said it sounded like it tried to rain, but it didn't really. It's just been really, really windy outside all night. You can sort of hear it knocking against the container. It's so warm and cosy in here. That's one of the best nights. It probably is the best night's sleep I've had in a bivvy bag, like a normal bivvy. But then that's because we've slept inside. I could have my head out of it. Pillows were just right. It's just warm. It's comfy. The mat was comfy. Everything. And I pretty much slept through. I had about 5 and a bit hours sleep in the end. So that was all right. Yeah. Not seen anyone about yet. Anyways, let's have a look outside. It's about 7:30, 7:45 now. We've seen dog walks and stuff right over in the distance by the seawall, but no one's sort of coming this way. Mark has spotted some rare birds of prey, I think. It's like spending 16 hours in a steel box with Bill Oddie. And as you can see on the floor there, I've packed all the sleeping stuff away, so now it kind of looks like we're wild campers that have come in here for breakfast to get out of the wind, and that we've camped somewhere else, so I like that, that's cool. Talking of breakfast, it's time to finish off the ration pack, the epic ration pack that's been a real pleasure to review actually, and Mark's been looking for them online. That's how good they are. Let's have a look at the breakfast component. Tell a lie, it does come with some cutlery. Comes with one plastic spoon. Well, that is it. So that's all really. So I suppose you could get by with that. We have some more chewing gum again. An orange flavour Isotonic beverage powder, cold drink. A big sachet of fruit muesli. And this is apples and raisins. Caramel cereal bar. I've had those before that make, and they're really nice. Another little protein bar. This one is toffee flavour. Another wet wipe. It looks like a fruit strip bar by Castus, and judging by the picture, I believe it's like dates and pineapple flavour. We've got a chocolate bar, a coffee, another fair trade Colombian freeze-dried coffee, and I added some sugar with it as well. So yeah, there we go. That is our final meal overall of the ration pack. I'm going to get cooking this up, and then we'll go through each bit individually, and we'll watch the birds. Mark's dying in the corner. Mark's just eaten one of those fruit pocket pouch things, like the little ration poster. And he went, "Oh, that's strong!" Oh, turns out it went out of date in 2015.
Yeah.
So it's 5 years out of date.
But can you be ill from it? That's the question.
Well, I don't think you'd get it. I mean, they're designed to last a long time, but some stuff ages better than others, so I don't know. But
do you risk it?
We'll soon find out.
Yeah.
This is the last video from First Class Adventure. You know what happened. Okay. What? And it was peach flavour apparently.
Yeah, peach.
Yeah.
Just bloody red there.
So let's have a look. The first thing that really spikes my interest in this is this fruit strip thing. So I'm going to have that first. Yes, it is basically like fruit leather. That was alright. That's nice, that. Very nice. I mean, it's not a lot to it, but it gives you a good little bit of energy. It'd be good as a snack if you're doing a really long walk, you know, just grab that out of your bag and boom, go, and that'll give you a few more miles. Next thing we'll look at the chocolate bar. It's dark chocolate. There's not a lot of surface bloom. Very hard, crunchy sort of chocolate. Not very bitter, so probably the cocoa content isn't probably very high. That's fine, it's tasty. Chocolate's chocolate in my opinion. Can't go wrong with it. Very nice indeed. Next thing on the breakfast menu is the cereal bar, caramel flavour. You've probably seen these a million times before, and I've pretty much reviewed them every time. They seem to be in a lot of the ration packs. And there we go, so it's sort of quite a sticky sort of outer. Some people say sometimes they've got like a kind of a chemical sort of taste, but we'll see. You can see it looks like some fruit or something in there as well. I'm not getting a chemical taste. It's probably like not a very natural taste, but it's nice. I really like these things. The cranberry ones are amazing. They do a cookies and cream flavour. That's not bad as well. But I think the caramel ones and the cranberry ones are the ones that steal it for me. They're good. Let's try out the toffee flavour protein bar, which has got a bit squashed in transit. It looks a little bit battered. But you can see it would have had that kind of white outer coating and then toffee inside. One's getting very dense and very chewy. It's probably the weakest component so far of the ration pack, and that's not bad going. It's alright though. Not very flavourful. It would keep you going though. You know, it's important protein, but the mint chocolate one with the little crispy bits in, that was the superior protein bar of the two, in my opinion. You can probably hear that the rain has turned up and it is absolutely lashing it down outside. Now it feels like a storm because the wind's still howling, but the rain is like sideways rain. So we've had to shut all the hatches on one side because the wind's blowing from that direction and keep these two open, otherwise it's pitch black in here. Probably can't see out there. I'll turn the camera around and show you, but that is horrific out there. Like, you would be soaked in it. Like, you could probably die out in that, I reckon. That is awful. That is absolutely brutal. But I've got my coffee, which is very bitter. It's basically black coffee. It's horrible. I'll show you the fruit muesli in a minute. I've got to show you this. This is epic. The hatches are actually leaking all along that side. It's that bad out there. So it's blowing it in through. I mean, I suppose they're not completely watertight, but yeah, this is our view outside the sea and the coastlines over there. Absolutely brutal. So I think we're going to be waiting in here for a little bit longer. We'll see if there's like a gap in the weather sort of, or where it's not as bad, and we'll make our way back to my car. And Storm Dennis has actually blown a load of sand up onto like the concrete walkway along the beach, and it's completely submerged the path. So you feel like you're walking on the beach, but it's not. There's actually a concrete path about probably 2 foot below that. It's absolutely mental. This part of the coast has just been absolutely battered the past week by all the sort of bad weather we've had, and then, you know, with Storm Ciara, now Storm Dennis. So the final thing we're going to be having from this ration pack is this fruit muesli. So I've rehydrated it. I'm pretty sure I've added too much water to this time, but I find with muesli though, it's better for it to be sort of like milky and sort of a bit runnier than really dry and stodgy, then it all just cakes together. But yeah, you can see all the different fruit and stuff in it. It looks pretty good. Don't know whether it's going to be as good as the one I had last night, the fruit muesli with strawberries. That was incredible. Let's see anyway. It's good. It's not quite as good as that fruit muesli and strawberries. It's just got raisins in it, stuff like that. They do add a really nice flavour to it. I don't know what else it's got in it, but apple it said, which I can't really taste, to be fair.
but as muesli goes, it's still really nice. It's 10 times better than the British Army ones you get. You have to kind of add stuff to them to liven them up a bit, but these are just perfect on their own as they are. In conclusion, would I buy those Swedish Army Arctic ration packs again, the 24-hour ones? Yes, I would. I'd like to see different flavours, see what different menus and stuff, see what things I got, but yeah, I mean, they were meant to be like £33, and on eBay the seller sort of issued like a limited time only deal of £20 for them, so 10 quid off, and yeah, whoever responds first gets it. And I just went, yep, and I bought 2 of them for like 23 quid each, so that's including the postage and packaging, so I thought that was quite a bargain really. I'd never tried a Swedish ration pack before, so I was really pleased with that. And there's so much food in it. I mean, you can make that money go a long way. You can split it up into, you know, 3 or 4 camps or 2 camps with lots of food. You know, you don't just have to eat it all in one go, but if you was doing a lot of long distance walking, then that would be the way to go. I thought it was really good. Yeah, so I'd definitely get them again, and Mark's keen to find some as well. They were pretty cool. So yeah, overall it's been a really good ration pack. One of the best ones I've ever reviewed. It looks like the rain has died down a bit out there. It's still raining, I can see it in the air, but it looks like a light drizzle. We'll see, when it calms down a little bit more, we'll probably head out then, I think. But for now we're stuck in here for a little bit.
Okay, it's coming up to 10 AM and we're all packed up. We're leaving absolutely no trace, and we've got a bag of rubbish and we're going to be heading off. We'll speak to you back at the car. It's been an interesting camp, if you can call it that. It's been good fun. We've been in here for about 15-16 hours now, and yeah, it's a strange experience that. So, but it's been fun, it's been good. Chat to you soon. Enough talking, let's get walking. Freedom. As you can see, we're back in the car, and that is the end of this video. Apologies, it was sort of not kind of camping, it was sort of a strange overnighter, but that's just the way it was. Of course, we were aware of Storm Dennis, but we honestly tried to pitch the tents and it just wasn't happening on the beach. but that just goes to show you how useful it is to have like a little just normal bivvy bag with you, in case, you know, for whatever reason you can't camp with a tent, or you can't find a place and you need to just find somewhere out of the bad weather. You know, like, you think about like even a bus shelter, if you had to sleep in a bus shelter or something like that, you know, if you've got a bivvy bag, it just keeps, you know, some of the rain and the, you know, sort of morning dew off your sleeping bag and stuff. So, you know, that worked out alright having those. It was quite useful. And to be honest, I always carry like a little bivvy bag with me if I'm doing, you know, a tent as well, because it's just a useful thing to have. It gets you out of so much shit. But I mean, as a result, it made for something different. It made for I thought, an interesting little camp, really. Would I do it again? Probably not, unless I actually had to. That's fine. You know, we left it in a clean and tidy state, like you saw. We didn't disrespect it. You know, we probably left it in a better state than we found it, to be fair. So, you know, it's not something we're going to make a habit of, but it was different anyway. 16 hours in a metal container with another bearded gentleman. Which brings me on to Mark. Cheers for inviting me on a camp with you.
It was different, like you said.
It was different, yeah. It wasn't quite how we planned it to be, but it was good fun.
There was a weather warning as well, and it was particularly bad. And as we was walking down to where we was originally going to go, it was just ridiculous.
Yeah. And thank you for watching at home. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.
Bye.